¿Cómo andamos, mi gente? Welcome back to another video. Today we have a little bit of audio loss, pero no pasa nada. That's why we have the voiceover. Today we're going to show you guys a tutorial of how to install the new headlights, the white headlights on your F150. Alright, let's get to unboxing this, John. Right now we're trying to cut it open, as you can see. Alright guys, we are pulling out the LED sequential projector headlights, the white ones. Look at that, they look pretty chacas. Alright, first step is you want to pop the hood, and I'll show you guys where the latch is. You guys should already know where it's at, but just in case you guys don't know, it's right there. Alright, opening up the hood. Ignore my engine bay, it's a little dirty. I forgot to get it washed. I ran through some mud and it kind of got a little dirty, but no pasa nada. Alright, now we're going to show you exactly what you need to take off the top first. All these clips that I'm currently pointing at all across, that's including the intake. Those clips as well have to go, and the clips on the side as well. We're taking all the clips so we can take off the grill. Lexus is pointing each individual one, so you guys can go ahead and go back and pause it or put it in slow-mo, however you guys want, just so you guys are informed where they're at. You're gonna need a special tool which is used for these push-in clips, because if you use a flathead, you risk more of a chance of it snapping or breaking. So I recommend if you get that. Alright, now that we took off the clips, now it should just pop off, and the intake is going to be a little loose, but it's okay. So now we just pop off the little plastic liner from the top, and voila, just like that. We'll put it off, set it off to the side, and now we move on to the bigger things, which are the bolts. There are 4 bolts in the center that you want to take off. Now I'm going to show you guys how to take off those 4 bolts. You're going to need a 10mm socket with an extension, so it's a little bit easier and you don't scratch up your little plastic piece of the grill. And yeah, let's get to it. Make sure you guys use this tool if you guys have it. I didn't think of it at first, mostly because I thought it was dead, but thank God we had it. You know, it was a little bit easier. Alright, so what we're going to do now is we're going to remove the part that is under the whole grill. That has to come apart because there's some bolts that we can't access unless we take off this piece, which I'm going to go ahead and show you guys right now. Practically there's 2 bolts on each side. As you can see, those 2 that I'm pointing out, they're really small. So you're going to need a really small little wrench. It's I think, if I'm correct, it was a 732. And you could either use a socket or you could use a wrench. We didn't have a socket, so we used a little baby wrench. Alright, so what you want to do is you want to slowly pop it out, because these have like very delicate U-clips that kind of like hook on to the grill part, and you have to be very careful because you can easily snap that off, and then, you know, you have a really loose under trim, I guess, from the grill. I'm not sure what that part is called, but you know what I'm talking about. I'm slowly trying to pull it out. I'm struggling a little bit. So I think like, word of advice to when you're doing this is grab a screw, like a flathead, and push it down. The little black part that's clipping onto it, like holding onto the U-hook on that piece, you want to push it down as you pull up that piece and wiggle it. That way it comes off loose and you don't break the clips apart like I am doing right now. Alright, now that your trim is off, you want to make sure you put it down in a place where it's not going to get scratched. Do not put it on the floor like I almost just did right there. obviously it's paint match. You don't want that getting scratched. He put it in the bushes, so I guess that's probably like our best viable option at that moment. So now we're going to be taking off 4 bolts. There's 2 right there where he's pointing at and 2 on the other side. That third one is part of the headlight. I would leave that on until after you remove the grill. That way it doesn't try to pull the headlight with it. All right, guys, now we have audio. We've literally been recording this whole time with no audio, but it's fine. Little voiceover won't hurt, but
okay. As I was telling you, you guys had to remove this wire. I mean, you guys didn't hear, but I was telling you guys you need to remove it. We just got it removed. So you put it to the side, maybe put it in here so it's not wobbling everywhere. And then now it's time to remove the whole grill, and Robert's gonna show you guys how to do that.
pop out.
Okay.
All right, so now we pop the hood. No, I'm just playing. All right, now we get the bolts off of the headlights. There's 2 on the top, and there is,
and then one
if
at the
I'm not
bottom. The one that we removed before, we had to put it back on, but
yeah.
now we removed that one, and they'll pop out.
Facilito, mijo. Vámonos. All right, so now we just pop it out.
Wiggle it a little wiggle. Up and down. There you go.
Because they're holding from his back piece.
Yeah, they hold on with these ganchos in here, as you could tell.
So now we're going to unplug the headlight. Got it?
Okay. No. And then you press this tab in right here. A little.
It's going to be a little black plastic tab. And it pops out.
And then you could twist it more to get this one off.
I'm guessing that's what you have to do with this next one too.
Kind of pry it up a little. Just be careful because they do break pretty easily. And then you push it in, pull it out.
Well, he showed the example of how it breaks.
That's what not to do, chat. Anyways, put it back like it never broke. Boom! Headlight out.
Sick as hardness.
Now I put it to the side. Very carefully because these are actually expensive. Even though they're stock, they're still probably worth like $400.
All right, we got electrical tape. So let me explain the situation here. I should actually grab the headlight. But the harness, it only connects to this main one that Alexis broke right now.
The big one?
The big one. This little one, it's not used. It doesn't use this anymore. So what we're gonna do is I'm going to tape this one to the existing harness so at least it's not flapping around, and then I'm also gonna put some tape on here so no dust gets in it, and you know.
Since it's LED and everything's built inside, it only takes one plug, this big plug, which as is the old one has this little plug right here for the side light. Try not to scratch it. As you can see, guys, it has 2, one right there and then one right here. But the new light doesn't, so that's a very helpful tip because when I was installing mine, guys, I was like, where does the fucking other light plug in? And mine is different actually because mine actually had the little adapter thing. But it wasn't connected to anything. It didn't have no lights in it or nothing. And I was like, what the fuck? What does it plug into? What does it plug into? There's no light. And I connected it, just a big one, and I was like, it works like that. What the fuck? Why didn't they put that in the instructions? But
this is why we're figuring it out for you guys, so you guys don't make the same mistake.
I figured it out.
Well, he figured it out, and we're just showing you guys. This is like a full recording, you know, so you guys can learn and make sure you guys don't fuck it up, you know. Trying to be careful with this now.
Nah, what you do is you plug it in.
Plug in that bad boy.
The click. Now push it in, Robert.
I'm surprised it clicks after you fucking broke it.
No, it'll click. It just won't lock. What is this?
It's not me.
I think it is you.
It's you.
Still crooked.
Still crooked? So try to line it up at the bottom first, guys, because
This bolt's line it up in the hole first.
it's a little stuck. Give me a second.
Okay.
There you go. Now that you have that in, like we said before, the little anchor on the top clicks. As long as you don't hear a fucking, then we're good. All right, now we're putting them back in.
Putting what back in?
The boats, the top boats. Tight, not too tight though. You don't know when it's too tight. This one's the bottom piece that we were like struggling in the beginning before. Okay.
So now we got this headlight. We're gonna do this one quick. And it's done. Just like that.
Robert. Ahora sí, time to put everything back on.
We gotta put the other plastic piece, right, Robert?
Yep. And well,
Put that on, and then finally the clips, guys, and then we're done. But Robert's already in love with the look of the new headlights, huh, Robert?
yeah. Oh yeah. He's gonna put that, and then we're gonna put on the clips, and then we're gonna show you guys the final reveal. All right, guys, we just finished. Let's close the hood. All right, guys, we're gonna show you a cool little part about these lights as well. Like the regular ones, when you turn on the high beam, or not the high beams, the emergency lights, or when you're doing the flechas,
The turn signals.
it does a little pattern that the regular Ford lights do not do. So I'm gonna show you guys right now in a second. Pretty chacas, pretty cool. There's a little pattern instead of it like just fully lighting up. Also too, the side, well, I don't know why it's not on right now, but this light, it has a full LED bar.
It's on emergency.
My check engine light is on too. Okay, so guys, don't forget to connect back your, this is for the aerodynamics, but right now it's kind of like glitching out. I have to turn it off and turn it back on. Since we didn't plug it in before we turned it on, my check engine light is on, but it should clear after a couple seconds or a little miles.
Nah, your shit's fucked. Throw it away.
Look, we have the LED bar instead of that one little fucking light bulb in the corner. I don't know why Ford decided to do that, but now
It's like tripping out the camera.
I know. It like flickers.
Yeah. But
They're
guys,
flickering because of the camera, but they're like, they stay steady, you know? Look at that. They're very bright. I like the way they look. They really match the color of my truck, and I fucking love that. These shits are bright. Look at that. Let me lower my brightness on my phone. Look at that. And then if I just adjust it, that shit is bright. I'm definitely blinding somebody. Guys, I hope you guys enjoyed today's tutorial install. It was kind of like changing something for my truck, but also showing you guys something new because this is not out there. So hopefully this teaches you guys how to like change your lights, your headlights, if you guys are like overwhelmed or nervous about changing them. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video.
it's super easy, guys. It's just a little process. You know, you gotta. I know that tearing off the clips and everything, pulling the clips out and all that, it's kind of scary. But I mean, the worst you could do is break it, right?
Yeah, no pasa nada. It's just paper, pa. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.